a life of a lonely immigrant that actually trapped in this country, and let's say the situation is not getting better. So I'll expand a little bit more what's happening few months after I published the most popular video about that New Zealand is the worst country for friendships and dating for foreign men. It will be super interesting. Stay till the end. It's time for you to create life according to your rules. CLATYR. Create life according to your rules. So yeah, whoever want to release me from my misery, I invite you to buy this van, because that's the only thing that kind of holds me in this country. Because I'm already in a situation that, let's say, it's not the best. Career-wise, my development actually stopped. So I'm receiving a wage now that is lower than the wage I had in 2017. And you all know how the cost of living increased since then. And the thing is, no matter what effort I do to improve the situation, here doesn't work. Because I try to do many things. I try to open a business, I try to go privately. Something here just, I don't want to say it's magic or some kind of curse, but it is what it is. And the only thing I can do is just read the map. So the only thing that I want to mention that is really good for me at the moment is my health, is my mental health, regardless of how shit the situation is for me. But my mental health and health is really good, because I'm trying maximum to maintain. I'm going to gym every day, I'm exercising, I'm walking, sitting in the sun, eating healthy vegan diet plus fish. And also I drink some teas. So I'm doing specific stuff that I know that work for me, that preserve my health and mental health. That's why I feel I'm okay. So, and I feel really flattered. Well, I'm the one who's flattering me, because the situation is quite bad. Like, if you take almost, except what I told you, everything in my life that isn't working. So, for example, let's say I wanted to try to live in Australia, yeah, because some of you in the comments suggested, oh, try Australia. And yes, there are plenty of jobs for me as a social worker in Australia. But what is the problem? The problem is that I need to do an IELTS test. IELTS test is an English test for people who didn't born in English-speaking country. And unfortunately, I'm not a person who is really good with tests. Even in other countries I did like tests, psychometric tests or whatever, my score is not good, because that's my abilities, that's my limitations. So I can't pass the score of 7 that I need. And I studied, but the thing is, like, first of all, I have some issues with writing letters. I'm forgetting to put some commas and high letter and low letter. I'm forgetting doing this. This is my ability. I'm so just forgetting letters because my train of thought is faster than I'm writing. So unfortunately, this test is not for me and stopping me from getting a license to work in Australia as a social worker. And regarding changing profession, I'm thinking about it. But before that, because I was practicing as a social worker almost 10 years in New Zealand, yes. So I was thinking maybe the Australian Board of Social Workers will give me an exemption, because they give an exemption people who learn in school in other English-speaking countries, or did master's degree, yes, or did the qualification in English. I also have 1 year postgraduate qualification, but it's not 2 years according to their requirements. And I asked them, can you please come forward to me, because my English is good enough to practice social work. If it's good enough for here, why it's not good enough for there? Why I need this freaking test? And it's unfortunately talking to wall, because there is no logic in what they say. And they say, okay, this is the policy, you need to follow it. So there is no exemption, no other ways to prove my English, nothing. And that's why I can't move to Australia. The other hand, of course, is the van that I want to sell, but now the season is not the best for selling vans. But I really want to sell it, and then I can move on with my life. Yeah. Because again, the environment that I'm now, including the people that know me, let's say it's not like they don't hate me, but the environment is not good for me. It's not good for me in every aspect. So I need to get out. And I could imagine, for example, if I bought a house here and I couldn't sell, that was insane. But luckily, it's just a van. So I need to sell the van, and then I can start over somewhere else. And I'm happy, I'm already ready and happy to start over. Because here, things don't work for me. Also applied for specific work in the hospital here. They asked for someone exactly with my skills and my experience, and they asked me for interview, and I went to interview, and we had really nice interview. And after the interview, they told me that the job will be too boring for me. That's why they're not hiring me. And of course I said, I totally disagree with that. And I explained, and at this point in my life, I want some kind of work that will be a bit more routine. I don't want the acute, the crisis. I'm not in that position. I need some few years of, or even more, of recovery, of stability. Yeah? I don't have the strength as I used to in the past to work in acute or crisis teams, even though I have good experience in that. And a few days later, after they declined me, they advertised the job again, and I applied again and said the email and text to the manager there, please consider hiring me for that. Nothing still happened. Regarding IELTS, it's not like I'm don't want to study. I studied. Also, I contacted many teachers and already started learning one of the teachers here in New Zealand. And actually I was quite happy how we discussed first time in the phone. But then we kind of managed to schedule one lesson. And then it was Saturday, and then he cancelled. Sorry, he didn't cancel. He passed it for a few hours later. And okay, no worries, we'll be after lunch. And then, when I was about to go, he texted me, okay, we're not studying, let's study tomorrow because I have some other obligations. Which of course was upsetting. And then the next day, I didn't know till the end if we will meet or not, because he didn't tell me. So I need to call him just 15 minutes before to make sure that he's coming or not. So eventually he came, and we had a good lesson in my opinion. But I asked him, can you please call and talk over the phone? And he still didn't do it because he's not answering me all week in Messenger, Facebook Messenger. Then he sent me invoice and I told him, look, I'm happy to pay each lesson. So can you please send me, or we can do 5 lessons and then I can pay you for this invoice because my work is happy to pay that. Or I can pay you each lesson, but you need to send me invoice each lesson. And he told me in New Zealand it works that you pay everything in advance, all the lessons in advance. So, and then I wanted to discuss it over the phone and he's not answering me already for a while. Also, he told me that the first lesson will be trial lesson for free. And then on the lesson itself, he said, oh no, trial lesson, it's only 20 minutes diagnosis. So, well, you need to tell me that. I'm not a trial lesson, I know. It's a lesson or entire hour that we try it. Anyway, so I probably won't continue with him, even though he's a good teacher, but something is happening with him during the week, or this communication is bad and I don't feel good about it. And I can't find another teacher for IELTS, so unfortunately I need to probably give up on that. So that's, just one example. Regards meeting women, I actually been in one meeting with a Kiwi young woman, but this experience, let's say, all what I hear, oh, we are not compatible, we are not compatible, we are not compatible. This is what I heard most of the meeting. And of course, the woman that's sitting in front of me, she's not perfect as well. She has very big disadvantages as being a partner in a relationship. She has serious health issues, and it's not like I was looking, like I was considering that, but still, I'm not rushing because there is no one is perfect. But yeah, she was very cold, distant. Let's say it wasn't really nice. And also she was scared that I'll pick her up or we go somewhere. We need to sit outside in the freezing cold 3 degrees. That for me it's very cold. Maybe for her not, but for me it's really cold. So it was very not considerable of her because she was comfortable to sit outside like that. But I'm freezing outside, I'm not considered. Anyway, so that wasn't really fun, unfortunately. But it is what it is. And I'm still very confident. And, I'm happy to, like, the way I approach her, it's very simple. We did some class together and I said, okay, I'm going to walk you till the station or the bus or whatever, or the car. Yeah, so it's not like like I'm not shy, I'm okay with approaching and do some confident stuff. So that's about that. And regards other jobs, I had some casual job a few months ago, but now the last 2 months I get in no shifts. So I'm doing some casual support work, and I was promised after I'm back that I'll get some kind of medication training. It's not like I haven't done it 10 times already, but with this company I need to do like the medication training, then I can get more shifts during the week, like in the evenings. And of course I'm waiting, and there is nothing. No, there is no training. Also, to the lady that sent me these jobs, casual jobs, I told her exactly the times I'm available and which days. Yes. And each time she sends me jobs in times that I said I'm not available. And I already don't know how many times I need to explain her that these are not the times that I'm available. I'm not doing nights. No, thank you. yeah, so I feel some kind of number, you know, but that's how it is. So of course, I'm kind of looking for some kind of new opportunity. Some kind of opportunity because I feel that the moment my life is in stagnation. And I'm quite confident that it will finish when I finally will move out. But for that, please pray for me or send to someone who is interested in my really good van. And whoever buys that you will allow me to continue my life. So please come and inspect my van. It's super good. If this van was in other country, I would definitely will keep it. But because it's here, so it's keeping me here. So I need to sell it. And I don't want to travel with it anymore anywhere here because I've already been everywhere. And I don't want to go the 10th time to the same place. So that's that. And regards, and even I reduce the amount of videos that I'm doing in Russian or in Hebrew, even in English, because I don't have the energy to make them, because you need inspiration, guidance, energy. I just don't have it. But it's not physical energy, it's emotional and some spiritual energy, that coming from the soul. And I just don't have that because nothing here is kind of feeding me. I'm not fed energetically by nothing. And yeah, it's not enough just walk on the grass. No. And also finding some kind of sense of purpose, also it's not. So I'm kind of asking God, okay, you already showed me this place is not for you, but why are you keeping me still here? Why is this torture? Just help me to find the person that can buy this van and can start new life somewhere else. Already done complaining and telling how this place is not for me. Okay, I know, like there is no point of complaining because you already figure out that, okay, this is what it is. I'm not surprised that things like that happening for you, that no future or whatever, okay. But just help me to close my stuff. Also, the job situation in New Zealand for a lot of people is not really good. And I'm aware that not only the job situation, also financial situation, it's not good for many people here. So I'm not the only one, I know. And yes, I'm aware that there is degradation in quality of life everywhere in the world. Madness is happening everywhere in the world. Yes, I know that. But I don't like this noise of the air. Even when you walk, you want some peace and quiet, and you don't have because somebody always cutting the grass or doing that noise. Even if you go to the park, the same shit. Just want to have some kind of quiet time to do this. That's why this kind of job is supposed to happen in times that people are not around. They're usually supposed to be in the evening, I guess. But of course, they will do it in the most nice times of the day when people want to listen to the birds, so they begin to make this noise. How considerable it is to others, eh? Very considerable. So I'm still on a positive note because I know that the universe works in a lot of balance. That means that doesn't matter how shit you feel or how shit situation you are, you will have similar amount of time that will be really, really good in your life. And I know that is going to happen because this is the law of balance. You can't have all the time just bad, bad, bad. You can't. The good time will come, and because already quite long years in that not the best situation, I will be in a good situation. And yeah, some people will say, oh, you live only here and now, you don't have the future, you don't have the past. Yeah, I kind of agree with that, but again, it's there will be in the future other present moment that will be way better. Also, I know that a lot of you, not only me, are struggling. And the comments that I got to my initial video are very kind of strengthening me, because it kind of gives me the chance to read that it's not I, the person who have the problem. I understand the problem is very common. So thank you for all who are commenting. Your comments are way better than the comments I receive in my other channels, in other languages. So I really appreciate that. It's really, really good. The wait is really difficult because before I was waiting till COVID will finish, then I was waiting till the war in Ukraine will finish, then I was waiting till the citizenship, then I was waiting till my girlfriend will change, but then I understand that nothing will change. Yeah? There's nothing to wait. If it's not yours, it's not yours. You just need to leave it and take what's yours and recognize what's yours. Don't expect someone to change. It's a big mistake. And I really believe that the environment that I'm at influencing me and giving me this bad luck. Because my luck, most of my life, before I met the people that I met, including my partner, I had way better luck than that. And I want to have this luck back. And I'll have it. And even now things are improving, at least in my health it's improving. But in other areas, it's not still not the worst. So I'm grateful for that. Also, I'm feeling less lonely because I'm now living in flatmates. And I can't manage to live in a van anymore because the loneliness in the van, it's way, way worse. But when living in flatmates, it's way better. Hello.
Hello.
It's way better, so at least that, it's improved. But yeah, there is no chance I will be able to manage to live in a van. And that's the thing, that people sell this van life as an amazing experience. Yeah, I can say van is a good tool to travel the country the first time. I agree. But it's useless when you already been to the same places 10 times. Just useless. And when you live in one city and you know that you can't put any routes, you can't make any long-term connections, you can't find suitable employment that you're happy with. So there is just no point living in a van. Because the van is supposed to, again, to connect you to some kind of like-minded people. But no connection is happening. At least no long-term connections. No, sometimes people come, oh, what a lovely van, blah, blah, blah. Have one conversation and that's it. It's finished in there. That's the thing about van life. And of course, you need to maintain the van as any other normal car, you know, having expenses and insurance. And because everything is tied together, you need to have like really nice income or some inspiration for business ideas and the energy. You also can't really use the van as much as you want, because if you use it a lot, so you'll need to maintain it more. And I don't want that. Because the van now is really good condition for selling. If I'll use it often, who knows what might happen. Anyway, that's the energy that I got for you today. I'm sure when I'll be in my next phase in life, I'll be in completely different energy. And I appreciate everyone who are watching and supporting and commenting. Really appreciate that. Please continue to do so, because that's integration for me. Where do I need to put and press most of my efforts? I noticed that in my Hebrew channel and Russian channel, there was decrease in traffic, so I decreased my work over there because I was doing almost everyday video and was almost no views, like, you know, 300, 400. So I said, what am I putting effort for? Like, what's... But I also see that this channel now finally getting some kind of engagement and comments. So my content will depend on what you are asking. So I invite you also to ask, and which topics that I'll want to talk more about. If everyone in Auckland and want to meet, also feel free to contact me. It's time for you to create life according to your rules. CLATYR. Create life according to your rules.